Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting the first annual recognition of achievements, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives to a spiritual act of kindness. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together.
And good morning, and a very warm welcome for you on this Sunday morning. I know we've had a lot of storms this last few days, so if you're joining us online, then I hope that you're in a safe environment, that you didn't have too much damage in the storms, and that you're warm and you're cosy. And if it's your first time, then a very warm welcome, and hopefully you'll come as a stranger, but keep on as a friend. We have a wonderful community of friendship here at the church, and we have our regular people in the congregation for us, and we have a lovely guest medium, Dawn Collinson, who we like to think as a friend of Wimbledon. So it's lovely to have Dawn with us this morning. So remember, if you're live on Facebook or on YouTube, sometimes there's a few second delay, but we're going to have a wonderful service here this morning. And what we're going to do is start by asking our medium Dawn to open in prayer.
Good morning, everybody. If you'd like to join me in prayer. Gracious Spirit, Father, Mother, God, please help to lift our hearts up high to the universe. And if it is your will that we are able to communicate with our loved ones, our guides, our helpers, we ask the spirit world to give us truth and proof of everlasting life, which, Lord, we pray is always your promise. We ask for healing to go out throughout the entire universe, to the animal kingdom, Mother Nature herself, and all life, all life. We pray safety and care and keeping for all those who may be suffering at this time. Especially, we know that the animal kingdom probably suffered greatly in the storm, and we ask for their eternal safety. And all those who may be going home at this time, we ask that they will be met by loved ones when they pass to the world of spirit, and that they will be met with open arms and love and incredible light. We also pray a thank you for allowing us to be in this beautiful sanctuary, which we call our church, our home, where we are able to communicate, and remembering that we don't only communicate with the spirit world, we also communicate with ourselves as spirits in physical form. And we ask for a blessing for every head bowed here in this church and those online and the homes they represent. Amen.
Thank you very much, Dawn. Now is the time for our healing moments, and I'm going to read out in a moment those that are in need of prayers at this time. If you're online and you have someone that needs healing, then please just put it down, put it on Facebook so that we can see it and we can add to it, because there's quite a few healers that look at the list and, work from their own healing circles. So it is very worthwhile, putting someone's name down, because healing does work. We know that miracles happen. We know that healing works. And we know that we can send that positive energy where it is needed. So I'm just going to read out our list. We have Sirkin, Glenn, Kimo, Michelle Morley, Abby and Sarah. There's a dog called Igor, Jill, Amber, Stephen and Kelly, Jackie and Ray. And I've seen an email from Nick Wingrove that he's been back in hospital. So if you can think of Nick as well, he had a heart attack last year and he's had lots of health issues since then. And all of those that you know in your own hearts, family members, those that you know that have recently passed to spirit, their families that are in need of healing. So if we can take those names and just link with the healing that's needed, we know our ministry of angels will do our work for us. And just making sure that Ray doesn't have another. Do you have another healing? Have you come here for that? No. Okay. So we just think of those names in the healing. And we have the serenity prayer at this time, which we have after the healing rather than a separate healing prayer now. So if you'd like to join me on those wonderful wise words of the serenity prayer, and hopefully it may even come up on the screen. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Okay. And now at this time, then I will ask for the collection to go around the church and, ask people that are watching us online. If you've been watching us for a long time, and you've thought about, how could I donate? Then, we're happy with a check. We're happy with a donation in an envelope. We're happy if you go on to the www.paypal.com or PayPal me LAD Proms. And you can also always phone us at the church and say that you'd like to make a donation, so that it keeps the doors of this church open and keeps it warm for those that are sitting here physically within the church, because it does cost us a lot. We're an independent church. Somebody asked us once, you get money, don't you, to keep open? And we said, no, we're totally independent. What we get in with our collection is what keeps us open. And that's the importance of having a collection. But as I say, it's all voluntary, and we try to do a lot for charity as well. Our motto at the church is what we can give rather than what we can get. So we've got a huge history of looking after our local small charities, but keeping the doors of this church open for those in need and those that can now find us online. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. And that's that part of the collection. It's also time for me now to say some hellos to names that are on the screen. So I'm hoping that comes up. I'm in a problem with my eyesight as well this morning, so hopefully it's big enough writing for me to be able to see. And a good morning from Emma. I mean, that's Sharon. Pamela. I may have to get Dawn to assist me with that, because the screen is too small for me. Sarah. Sarah Jane. Welcome, Sarah. Claire Whitechurch,
Barbara Abbey,
and Barbara Abbey. Thank you for joining us this morning. Avril O'Reilly. Thank you for your thoughts. Tony Wright. Joe. So hello, Joe. Claire Coolbeck. Millie B. I know Millie B is one of our regulars. Kaylee. Welcome, Kaylee.
Sue.
And Sue.
Eva.
And Eva. So a lot of good mornings. Of course, you may be in a place where it's your evening. And Marion. So there's a few names. And then we're coming to the time where we have a reading. And I'm just asking, I wasn't sure if you had a reading. No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Now, the reading that I've chosen is from the Silver Birch Companion, as edited by Tony Orton, so this edition. And an important, very important task for us is to bring the light. So this is actually called To Bring the Light. Let us seek the blessing of the Great Spirit of all. O Great White Spirit, the whole of creation pays homage to thee, because the law sustains every manifestation of life, and all rhythm is but an expression of thee. Thou hast sent into the world of matter, at all times, instruments who can radiate thy love, thy wisdom, and thy knowledge, that they might become living demonstrators of the Spirit, to being the light of thy truth into the darkness of men's minds, to illuminate all mankind with the rays of thy infinite wisdom and love. O Great Spirit, thou hast sent us, thy messengers, once again to bring to the children of earth the knowledge of thee and of thy laws, that they may understand their relationship with thee, and to begin to understand themselves and the purpose for which thou hast placed them in the world of matter. We thank thee because we are able to hold communion with those acceptable to the things of thy Spirit, and whose ears, eyes, minds, hearts, and souls are attuned to our larger life, and who can listen to the message that thou wouldst have us proclaim. Wonderful wise words from Silver Birch. And it's one of those series of books that if you can actually, get copies or see what's online, that there are some wonderful teachings on many, many subjects. We have such a rich philosophy within spiritualism, and we have such a rich abundance of spiritual teachings. Well, for those of you that have come on perhaps for the first time and not aware just what wonderful spiritual teachings we do. Our mediumship is very important because it is normally what brings people into this pathway. But our spiritual teachings of the life in front of us and how spirit can help us on our way are rich and loving and absolutely wonderful. I've been a spiritualist for 45 years and I'm still learning the wonderful teachings. And some of these teachings are absolutely as relevant today as they were 100 years ago. And next month, we'll be celebrating 174th year of modern spiritualism with Hydesville. So that's another thing to look up. But you'll get me talking about Hydesville next month anyway. And we have a lovely reading for Hydesville that Shirley has written when she did a poem a while back. Okay, so thank you for listening to me with the reading. So now I'm actually going to ask Dawn to join us again and for her to address us. Thank you, Dawn.
Hello. Oh, I'm out of shot, aren't I? Hello. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, there we go. I'll stand there. That's better. So, yes, I recently had a meditation. I'd say it was probably about 3 weeks ago, I suppose. And I started off as I do most meditations, just my relaxing, my breathing, imagining things like we all do. And then all of a sudden, it felt almost like I started to fall asleep. And I didn't black out, but I started to go down this dark tunnel. And as spiritualists, we all straight away believe to ourselves that it's a bright light we'll see. And that's what I was expecting. So I was quite taken back. But being not quite of my usual mind in meditation, I wasn't really thinking about it so much. So I went with it. And all of a sudden, I was in this church. And there was the preacher standing at the front. And it was completely black in there, pitch black. And I could see the backs of all the people in the congregation. And you couldn't see people, but you could see a bright outline of each person, as if it'd been drawn in neon lights. So in this blackness, every outline of each figure shone so incredibly brightly. And we all talk about auras. We know what auras are. We know that they are lights we see in Kirlian photography, and we know all about this. But this was different. This was a kind of light that looked like a highlighter pen to me, or the kind you see on a circus ride. And I was able to ask the spirit world, what exactly is this I'm seeing? And they told me that with your human eyes, this is as good as it gets for you. But for us, this is how we see you all the time. We see you all as these beautiful, bright, vivid lights. And everything in nature is seen by us with simplicity, to the intensity that our human vision is able to see, no matter how good or frail our eyesight is. But as soon as we drop that physical form, our vision and how we see nature in our world is unbelievable. So what I saw in that meditation was I was very honored to have a very brief glimpse of how the spirit world see us. We didn't see, you get an idea of male and female, but what you see is the person's personality and all that they are represented by this stunning color. And around trees is this incredible bright lights, greens that you could not ever imagine, yellows and oranges. Flowers are the brightest colors, the brightest pinks, and the smells are just transformative. But it's not because it's better in the spirit world. It's not because of that. It's purely because we've dropped our physical bodies, our physical limitations. And it made me in that moment think to myself, oh, wow, how incredibly beautiful we all are. And that we're seen without any kind of bigamy, without race, without any of that negative embodiment that we put on society. All of that is taken away purely because we lose this hard physical form. And this, it's I suppose you could liken it to being in a prison. You chose to come back here. You chose selflessly to have this experience of life as human physical forms. So you impaired that ability to see this incredible beauty in everything. So if we could just take a moment in our days to look at the simplest object, or to just look at our friend next to us, or to look in the mirror even, and just for a moment, close your eyes and see with your spirit eyes, and just use your imagination and see what it's like to have spiritual eyes, to use your eyes as your spirit within and see this incredible beauty that's all around us. It blew me away what I saw. It blew me away. And even just the smells, the tastes. Fruit would never taste like it does. A peach would be the sweetest, the juiciest. Trees are alive, they buzz. When you come close to them, they buzz. But it's not just in the spirit world, it's everywhere. If we could come close enough to not having this physical form, we would see it. We could fly over mountaintops, fly over deserts, and see the incredible beauty in everyday life. Look at people who they get out of bed in the morning, they think to themselves, oh God, I think I'll go back to bed because I don't look too good this morning. If only you could see yourself the way they see you. Because you are of incredible beauty. But it's not physical beauty. It's the beauty, each of those people that I saw in that church, in the spirit world, just for that moment, although to me it seemed to be for a long time, it was only a moment on the clock. Each of those people, you couldn't make out their physical features. You couldn't make out if they were wearing makeup, if they had their hair done, what clothes they were wearing. All you could see was this blackness and the beautiful outline of each individual figure. And each colour denoted their personality, what was really inside. And it was beautiful, every single one of them. So next time you feel a bit down, a bit rough, close your eyes and really look. Close your physical eyes and open your spiritual eyes and truly see the world for what it really is. Incredible, unbelievable beauty. Thank you for listening to me. God bless you all.
Thank you, Dawn. That was a meditation in itself, with you just relaying that. And it's so wonderful, the kaleidoscope of colours that we witness when we see spirit and have those wonderful journeys, spiritual journeys. It takes you out of the physical and the mundane and the limitations of the earth into all the possibilities that we know that we have when we reach the spirit world and when we communicate with those in the spirit world that bring those colours with us. So that is quite lovely. Okay, now I want to remind you all about replying with a nice clear yes or no to what the medium is trying to say. There's a 15-second delay when replying, so please be specific about what you're saying yes to, because it may have been 3 or 4 things back. By the time you've replied, the medium may have given you another 3 or 4 pieces of information. And think out of the box as well. Sometimes it's for in-laws or outlaws, depending how friendly you are. But and friends, you may be the only way that somebody can give a message to family. So if you do recognise pieces of evidence, then please say. But say we don't need to feed the medium other than to say, yes, I can accept that, or no, I can't accept that. And I know the people in the congregation will send their love and positivity up. But if you're coming on board from Facebook or from YouTube, remember also that having an open mind and a positive attitude sends that love and energy to us here at the church and to Dawn, and helps your loved ones communicate better. Because it's like when you've opened the door and you've seen someone for the first time in ages, you've got to have that love within your reply of welcoming them in, or they think, well, wish I hadn't bothered. And so remember that when you are communicating with loved ones. And as I say, think out of the box, and also, just give it a moment or two to think, oh yes, no, I can take that, and be specific in your answers. Okay, so thank you. So it's my pleasure to welcome Dawn back again to demonstrate her gift of mediumship. Dawn?
Step back. There we go. Hello, everybody. Right, with me this morning, I have two people, and I believe they are looking for a grandchild. I think it's a granddaughter they're looking for. And I have, I've described them to you. I have a lady who is slightly more portly and shorter, and the gentleman I have is fairly tall and quite a bit more slender. And the gentleman is telling me that he's showing me a very sandy desert. So I feel that I know that he would have been stationed out in these desert conditions. He also shows me like a sandy coloured outfit as uniform as well. Okay. And the lady I have, she's a very, and everyone's loving, but she's a very loving lady, but she's also a very, very strong lady as well. And she would have had to, her words are, I had to hold down the family. Okay. Would anybody be able to understand these names at the moment? I also have, people at the moment. I also have the name of Tom as well. Anybody online? No, not yet. Okay. Anybody in the congregation understand these people at the moment? No, nobody. Okay. Right. With this gentleman, I know that my leg was affected. Okay. And with the lady, she's saying that her chest was very poorly. She's giving me quite a almost like a bronchial feeling. Whether it's a cancerous condition, it's like a strong condition of finding it hard to breathe in the chest. Okay.
Oh, you have one hand up.
I have one hand up. Oh, sorry. I'm blind then. Hello.
Well, what you're saying could be,
Right. Okay. Thank you. Okay. The name uncle came up as well, just as you were saying, just as you connected with me. But I feel I'm looking for a granddaughter. Okay. Would you understand being granddaughter?
To the couple,
yes.
Yeah, I understand because my gran had asthma, she's asthmatic. And,
right.
Grandfather, he had shrapnel in his leg after the war.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think his uniform was that colour.
It was a sandy
colour.
colour.
On a horse,
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. He's giving me. Oh. He's saying to me that he had a medal. There was a medal. So you might have a medal of his at home. Would you understand a medal?
Somebody might, but I wouldn't.
Okay.
One of my brothers and sisters. Or
okay. That's fine. He's still bringing out the word uncle as well. So he must have been an important uncle to somebody in the family. He must have had quite an important relationship there. There's a boy he's calling out to. Would have been a young boy at the time. Okay. Can you understand there being a connection with a young boy?
Do you mean his?
He's talking about because he's talking about being uncle. I mean,
grandfather.
Yes.
Talking about uncle as well.
Yes. He's talking about being uncle.
I wouldn't know. I mean, they both passed away before when I was quite young.
Right. Okay.
So
okay.
Sure
she's bringing me to red roses now as well. Red roses.
Oh, yeah.
Red roses must have an important symbolism for you.
Roses has, yeah.
Right. Lovely. Because he's bringing that through. He's bringing that through for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. He's pouring you a glass of wine now as well for you. Okay. And he's saying that he's giving you red wine. And for me, I can't drink red wine, but he's giving you red wine. Okay. Can I just ask you if you'd understand whether I feel this might be yourself actually, some condition with circulation and condition with the blood. Blood pressure. Thank you very much. Right, lovely. Okay. He says to me that the red wine is symbolic of your blood. Okay. And as he's pouring it, he's explaining it to me, and he's saying that your blood pressure goes up high and it hits your head, and you feel it in your head. Yes. And also then it drops again. Okay. And when he says when you stand, you steady yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He says, I'm with you in those times. I feel you. Okay. Okay. And would you understand this lady was in a wheelchair towards the end of her life? She's bringing through. She's showing me a wheelchair.
Yeah, see, that's, I don't.
You
know,
wouldn't remember.
really. It's a probability. I
Okay.
wouldn't know because I didn't see her.
Right. Okay.
Towards the end of her life. Yeah. So. I only know from what my older brothers and sisters told me.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. And as she's bringing the wheelchair, she's also saying not only is it a real wheelchair, she's also saying that she needs to push you forward as well. Okay. She says I want to be the driving force. So you must have something that you need to. Is there books you need to be reading? I've got books in front of you.
I'm reading, yeah, non-stop.
Non-stop. Wonderful. Okay. Okay. All right. She's showing me opening books, and it's like a books on table on top of books on top of books.
Yeah, I've got piles of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what she's showing me. Okay. Are you thinking of writing as well?
No.
She's showing me you writing a book as well. No, that's fine. Okay. I'll get what that's about. Okay.
Somebody close to me was writing, and I was thinking they'd stop doing that.
Right.
It was a healing process for them, to help in the healing process.
Got you.
And I was thinking, actually, the last couple of days, they've stopped doing that, and I actually sent them a couple of pens.
Oh, that's lovely.
I was thinking about that.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're in your space whilst you're having those thoughts and it's being transmuted. That's wonderful. That's lovely. I do feel a strong connection with that. So I'm gonna step out on a limb and I'll say that I know that this will teleport. This will transport them to wanting to start again. Okay, there is a lot of healing that's needed throughout the family. I'm going to say, okay. Okay. And who's got the bad feet? Bad feet. I feel just walking on my feet hurts. Like the soles of my feet, everything. It feels like I have arthritis. It's when I put my feet on the floor, they hurt. Just the pressure of my own body weight hurts.
Well, that could be my sister.
Okay.
I know she's actually in a wheelchair if she goes out.
Right.
Finds it hard. She had an accident. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Does she have a stick?
She's very weak.
She's very weak. She have a stick as well?
Yeah, she has one of those.
And walker?
Stick or, anything to help her.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. There is a blue light. The spirit is sending out a blue light for her. Okay. And a blue light, obviously, is healing. Okay. Also, the blue light, to me personally, means communication as well. Okay, all right. So, will you be speaking to her or having
her?
Yeah, wonderful. I feel that your speech is also very much a healing process for her as well. Okay. Do you do healing yourself?
I send it.
You send healing.
I've had to go, and I know, I know it works.
Yeah, yeah.
I send healing every day.
Wonderful, wonderful. Please keep doing that. Please keep doing that, okay? Because it really will help and aid your sister, okay? Also, you have a friend around you, a male friend as well, okay? That could do with some healing from you as well.
Okay.
All right? Oh, what was that? Okay. Right, let me just... Okay.
Sorry, Dawn, just because it's my account.
Oh, that's all right.
I've got an Amazon delivery at home.
Oh, lovely.
That's another formal message, sorry.
That's all right. No problem at all. Okay. And I can see Ray getting a message at home. That's a freebie for you. There you go. Okay. All right. Right. Your grandfather is putting a red cardigan around your grandma's shoulders. Would you have the red cardigan in your family?
My sister's got my mum's red cardigan.
It's like quite a deep red.
Kept and wears, yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, so this is a really nice memory for you, and it's something that you have in the family. Wonderful. There should also be a pair of pearl earrings as well.
I don't know.
Okay, all right. That's just to leave you with. Okay, and they're leaving you. They're now leaving you with a glass of water.
Right.
A really random thing. They want you drinking more, taking more care of your circulation. Your letting the good stuff come through your body. And, okay. All right. Yeah, they're tailing off now, and they're just leaving you with their deepest, not just their love. That's an easy thing to say, but they're giving you roses, but they're also leaving you with sunshine.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that wonderful blue healing light. All right. I think the sunshine is something that you need,
No,
and it's also something that you give out.
To me, it's desperate for sunshine.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
So that's something for you through them.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for working with me.
Thank you.
Bless you. Bless you. Is anyone called Leslie? Here? No? Okay. Might be somebody online. Okay. Right, I have a small, dusty little black dog coming through, and he's got little wisps of white hair, like grey hair as well. So we're looking at an elderly dog. But this dog is still quite sprightly, even though he's got some years on him. Okay. I have a young gentleman, as I'm bringing the dog through, I have a young gentleman who committed suicide. And he says that what he did, it's like he thought twice about it. But once it was done, it was done. And I couldn't stop it once I'd made up my mind. Once I started the process, I couldn't stop it. Okay. This boy has quite dark hair. He's quite tall, and he's got a handsome face. Would anyone understand the dark hair? I know your son passed, but would you understand he had the dark hair?
Yeah.
You would, right? Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, love. Okay. He's saying that once it's like he'd started, and then changed my mind halfway through, but then it was too late. You'd understand that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. He had a very angelic looking face.
Yeah.
He's what I would call pretty. He was a very lovely looking boy.
He was, yeah.
Would you understand that he's saying my hand was forced? He had some young people around him that pushed him into doing things that he would not have done of his own accord.
No, not at all, no.
Right, well then I'm not with you then, I must be with somebody else then. I apologise.
It's all right, no.
I'm with someone else then. Did anybody else in the congregation understand that? No? Right, okay. It may be somebody online then. Right, let me just continue to work with that. Right, he's saying that I had people around me that were negative in their thought processes, and that they encouraged me to have thoughts in the wrong way. And in the end, I just couldn't think straight, and I went in a downhill. I went down. Sally Worker understands this,
Yeah,
right?
fine.
Thank you. I can't see anything. Where am I? No, I can't see anybody's.
Jackie, camera's up on the screen.
And it's on the pink television.
Oh, it's on the pink television.
Sally Worker.
Oh, right. Hello, Sally. Sorry, darling, I can't see you on my screen. Okay. Right. I'm so sorry. It wasn't you. I do apologise, darling.
It could be her son.
Right, could be her son. Thank you, Sally. Bless you. Bless you, though. Bless you. Okay. Would you understand also, Sally, that there was drink involved in this young man's life?
There's a 15-second delay.
Yeah. Okay.
Just carry on.
Yeah, because I can't see. I'll just carry on. because I can't see it. There's nothing coming up on mine. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's coming up. Hello, Dawn. His dad was
Very
very.
limited.
His dad. Okay.
That's okay, I can read it now.
Right. It's on my screen now. I can see it now on my screen. Okay. Okay. Right. There was a lot of hurt feelings, a lot of words bandied around that caused a lot of pain in the family. He was drunk the night he passed. Thank you. Thank you. Bless you, Sally. Thank you for working with me, darling. Okay. He was in a very painful place in his mind, and he says, "I'm sorry, Mum, I couldn't think straight." There must be an anniversary round here at the moment, round for him, because he's talking about anniversary. He's talking about whether it was his birthday, a time that would have been a celebration. But I just feel pain. I just feel pain. He was tried to be saved, but it didn't work. They tried to save him, but it didn't work. It's like he's not as close to me as I would like him to be, somewhere up there trying to communicate with me. He was drunk the night past. Okay.
Birthday in July, past Christmas Day.
Right. Oh God. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh God. Right. He's saying to me that a celebrative time would just be painful. So that obviously dying at Christmas.
His friend tried to save him.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bless you. Oh gosh. Yeah. As you say, the best friend. He tried so hard. There was also a girl at that time, a girlfriend, someone that he was close to. And I can see a blonde girl that he was very close to, that hung around, was a girlfriend. There was just so much pain in him, so much pain, and it didn't matter. Nothing anybody could have said or done would have helped, would have sorted this for him. He must have bashed his head on something.
Yes, his girlfriend was called Dawn.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my words! Right. Oh, bless. It's a wonderful name, by the way. Fabulous. Only 4 little letters, but means so much.
Yeah.
Okay. She was a lovely girl, had a real special heart. And I know that's but she really was. Yes, as I'm saying, he must have bashed his head on something. Because he's giving me pain. He's showing me the corner of something. So he must have hit his head. Let's see what else I can get from that.
Nothing new.
Nothing yet. Okay.
Let you know when you're
Okay, that's fine. Okay. It's radiating round to the back, so it must have been quite a powerful whack. Okay. There is drink in the family that as well. He's saying to me that he wasn't the only person who drank. So I feel this is like a family illness. This goes through the family. This thing of dealing with your pain through drink. And this now needs healing so you can go forward. Nan is in pain. Nan says that he was met by Nan. Would you understand that he was met by Nan? What's that?
She said, yes, I understand that, but that's obviously
you could, yeah.
Early bits.
What do you want? What are you referring to, darling?
Part, probably.
Sorry?
The latter part.
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes a day.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I've got a mind block then. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. This is a time we need to stop it. He's saying put a full stop now. You can't feel any blame.
Sally's just saying the drink.
The drink, yeah. Okay, all right. Thank you, darling.
Stones the drink.
Okay, thank you, darling. Thank you. Right. He's saying that it's not the same now, but the intensity of the blaming myself has to stop. You're not to blame. You couldn't reach out and help me. I was in a box. It's like being in a mental box, in a fog. You can't help me. You couldn't have helped me. No one could reach out at that time and help me. Right. Would you understand the name of Fiona as well? He's calling out the name of Fiona. And he's talking about dropping out as well. Dropping out, whether this was dropping out of college. He dropped out of...
Thank you, Dawn. Bless you, Sally's saying.
Okay, darling. He doesn't want you to blame yourself at all. He wants the pain to stop.
Not sure about Fiona.
Okay, darling. Okay. All right. I'm going to start to bring him out now. Bring him back now. Okay. Nan is coming through again for him. She's saying, I met him when he came over. I would say came home, but her words are came over. So she's talking about going home. Okay, so he was met with open arms. He had this feeling going in that he was going to be met with nothingness, that he was going to be almost like he was going to be in trouble for ending his life. But that was absolutely not the case. And his Nan says that I met him with open arms. He was flooded with open arms from everybody. All right. And he's starting to pull back now. He's not, the whole time he's not been close to me. I've had to work to pull him closer. Not sure about Fiona yet. Okay. All right, darling. Okay. All right. And for some reason, I know it's nowhere near Christmas, but he's saying joy to the world. That's his passing words are joy to the world. So that must be that he's trying to fill your heart. He's trying to fill your heart. That's all I can think.
Sally's also saying it must have been my grandparents, as Mum and Dad passed after him.
Right. Okay. So that was his great grandparents. Okay. Makes sense. All right. Okay. I'm going to leave him. I'm going to leave you now, darling, because he's pulling back. He's not been close to me the whole time. So he says he's still got some work to do on himself up there. That's why he's not so close to me. He's still got some work to do. It's a healing process, but he's definitely getting there. Okay. Thank you so much, Sally, for joining me. And I need to give you from him, I need to give you a wild pink rose. It's like the dog rose, the wild pink dog rose he's giving you. Okay. So please take his love. And I do hope this gives some healing and a bit of comfort. Thank you so much for working with me. God bless you.
Sally says, thank you, Dawn. Much love to you.
Bless you, Sally. Thank you so much. Such a lovely looking boy. Okay. Right. Oh, I have a lovely Nan here. She looks a bit like my Nan, actually. She's got lovely dark hair. So she would have dyed her hair. Okay. Only just like a rinse. It's not a permanent dye. And it was quite dark and really nicely permed up. Sort of got the perm in it. She's saying that she was always quite a slim lady in life, but she put on a little bit of weight around the stomach as she got a bit older. Excuse me. She's putting me back to this dark hair again. She was the kind of lady that she loved life. She's given me the feeling of entertainment, okay? She liked to be entertaining. She liked to be a fun, joyful person. And she's saying, I was a lady. She's saying, I was a lady. I am a lady. And she's saying, she's just putting this out to all of everybody in here. She's saying, Godspeed to you all. Which is very sweet of her. She's giving that to everybody. Godspeed to you all. Right. Can anybody understand this? The lady I have. It's not your mum, is it? No. Right. I've got two possible people over here.
My nan used to rinse her hair with what's called a blue rinse.
Right. Okay.
She did her dark hair when she was younger.
Okay. Do you know if she permed it?
She had done.
Right. Okay. Okay. This lady was a real fun lady.
Yeah, she could be. Yeah.
Yeah. She said, I like to have a song in my heart. I like to be entertained. That's not you.
No,
That's not you. Right. Would it be? Thank you, Ray. Would it be you, my love? Possibly you. Yes. Her stomach got bigger. Right. Thank you. She says you'd know. Like I still had a slimmer frame, but
She was slender, but
just the stomach. Yeah. Right. May I work with you, Montez? Bless you. Thank you. Thank you, Ray. Bless you.
Okay.
Okay. Would you understand? Would you understand if I was to roll out a piece of dough, and it's like that? You squidge out the sides like that.
she's director party.
Ah, right. Thank you very much. Bless you. Bless you.
Very fast, and when you say about entertainment, she
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. It didn't. When I was with Ray, I thought, oh, I don't feel right. That's why I asked you, because we were sat next to each other. Thank you. Bless you. Okay. Okay. Oh, she's making me do this with my hands. She's making me do this with my hands. She must have been quite. She was quite a feisty lady as well. Yeah, quite feisty. And I mean that with all the deepest respect. Okay. Okay. She's saying the word poison. Now, I don't mean that she was poisoned. Please don't take that negatively. But I'm saying that her stomach, there was like these horrible acids in her stomach. And she's saying whatever I ate felt like it was poison. Yeah. And my nan, I used to say to my mum, she looks like a bumblebee, because she was slim everywhere else, but she had the stomach. So with God blessings, she looked like a bumblebee. Okay, right. She's saying I held on with my last breath. Okay, and she's saying that you would understand me to say that to you. All right. It's like, for me, it's an unusual thing to say. I don't quite understand it, but she says that you would understand that. Okay. She wants to tell you about the watch. You understand the watch? You've got the yes. Thank you. She had very skinny wrists. Yeah, very skinny wrists. She's making me put my fingers around my wrist. Yeah. Okay. Are you quite a fan of poetry?
Yes, sometimes.
Yeah. She's saying that she loved poetry as well. Do you have a memory? You must have a memory of her reading to you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, wonderful. Because she says that you loved to sit there and listen to her reading to you.
She used to read a lot.
Wonderful. Okay. Right, she's giving you a bottle, and in this bottle there's a very sweet liquid, very sweet. It's like a but it's not. It's like a cordial. Yeah, it's not alcoholic. It's for children. Yeah. And she's saying that this is not just something in life, it's also like for sweetness as a gift for you. Okay. It's in a lovely, beautiful bottle. It's the type you would get if you went away somewhere and brought this back in your suitcase. You know, it's a really pretty bottle.
Do you have things like that on the dressing table?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. She did love little glass ornaments, though. She did love things like that. She had quite a lot of them. Okay. She said, "I love to have things of beauty around me." She also, do you remember some pink glass?
Yes.
Some pink glass she had. It's like a little vanity set. Yeah. So you've got like the little pot and there's a little brush. Yeah. And she says, "Do you have that?" No. Right. This has been okay. The sister. Right. I don't really know much anything. I don't know. I know your name, but I don't know. Do you have a sister? No. She's calling out the names. She's saying sister to me when I say about who has the set, and she's saying sister.
Maybe that's sister.
She had a sister. Right. Thank you. Thank you. That makes sense to me. Okay. Right. She must have been quite a religious. She's telling me she was a religious lady. Yeah, you'd understand that. Thank you. That's why she addressed everybody with that lovely greeting when she came in. Okay. And she would have had like religious artifacts. Yeah. And she kept with her like a piece of jewellery that had a little religious artifact on it. Yes, you'd understand that. Thank you. Also, there was a ring, an important ring. It's like a wedding band. Okay. And I don't believe she was buried with this. I think it was taken off her and given to somebody in the family. Right. Is it you that would understand the name Leslie?
I know some, yeah, I mean, but not close.
Okay, because I have the name, I spoke it out before and I have the name called out again to me as I'm speaking to you. Okay. I know you had your birthday recently, but you must have someone around, another female around you that also has their birthday. Yeah, you do? Wonderful, because she's sending celebration for that as well. Wonderful. And she's giving you a thumbs up. Okay, so she's saying your trials and tribulations have not gone unnoticed. Okay, and your prayers have not gone unnoticed either. Okay, you've been sending up a lot of prayers, a lot of thoughts, and she says they have not been. She says they are being noticed and being recognised. Okay. Do you remember having a boy, a toy that is meant for that would originally be meant for a boy? Like a yeah. I can see like a train set. Yeah, wonderful, thank you. And she said to me, she says, I say she's saying, she's not actually saying, she's putting a thought in my head. She's showing me the train set and she says, "You were a little bit of a tomboy." Yeah, bless you. She says she's given me so much affection for you. As she's talking to me about you being a bit of a tomboy, she has given you an awful lot of affection. She said you play with this for hours, kept you entertained. She wants to give you rice. She's giving you rice, and she wants to give. She says rice to her is not just about obviously filling you up and being that. She said it's also very much a gift of life. Yeah. You had rice yesterday. Fabulous. She's a gift of life, like a bag of rice, wholesome and life-giving. Okay. And she's also giving you rice wine as well. Okay, thank you. And she's taking you to church. Obviously, we're in church, but she says, "I'm taking you to church as well." Okay, so she's going back to being quite a religious lady. All right, she's saying, "I'm taking you to church." And I can hear, goodness me, I can hear choir music as well. I can hear beautiful music, beautiful singing as well. Okay. She is, oh, that's lovely. I can hear it as if it's coming through my scalp. It's beautiful. Okay, right. I'm going to ask you to come back now. Okay, all right. With that little tap I just heard on the radiator, that's just it cooling down. But have you been hearing like little bangs in your home?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah, little bangs around and stuff. She said to acknowledge those little bangs and taps. Okay, that this is her letting you know that she's giving you her thoughts, her round. And do you smell as well? Do you smell like a musky floral fragrance?
I've been smelling like upper quite a bit.
Sorry?
Upper, you know, the Middle Eastern scent.
Right. Okay. I don't know of it,
Yeah,
but
I've been smelling that quite a bit lately. In very unusual places like the supermarket, where you wouldn't be there. So.
perfect. That is her again. She says, please acknowledge this fragrance you're smelling and the sounds. Know that that is me around you. Okay, sending her love, her healing, and her vibrant energy. Okay, thank you very, very much for working with me. Bless you. Bless you, Mum Tess. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, all of you. God bless you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much. Okay. And thank you for everyone in the congregation and for everyone online for a lovely service this morning, Dawn. It's always lovely to have you here. Now,
It's lovely and warm.
yes, I've warmed it up for you so I could read it. Now, I'd like to thank Richard James, the producer, and Alison and Terry have been working this morning because we've been on StreamYard, and it's wonderful that we're learning all these new, technology packages. What I'd like to do now is to go on to some of the adverts from SPTV and to thank, the congregation, the physical congregation and the spiritual congregation that join us online. And also to let you know that next Sunday's service will be our own Phil Shaw. And that is, we also then have on Wednesday, we have got Barbara Potts for our Friendship Club, and I'll be working still through the alphabet of all of our authors that we have in the church library. So we're getting, we're halfway through and be finishing that up at the end of March. So really, if I can just ask Alison and Terry to put the adverts on. And that's tomorrow at 11 o'clock. You can see that Alison is looking after that particular event. And Matt and Kirsty Grogan, so hopefully they're improved with their health. That's tomorrow from 8 p.m. And we have a trance demonstration with Polly Harnett. And that's on March the 11th. And June the 11th, we've been talking about that, but here at the church, the Mind, Body and Spirit event that is happening, and you'll see Bill Hughes, and you'll see Polly, and you'll see Matt and Kirsty. It's an event well worth attending. And then you're back with me. Okay, all right. So I just want to, send my blessings to all of you throughout the next coming days and weeks, and to ask Dawn if she would give the closing prayer for us.
Thank you, friends. If you would like to join me in prayer. Great Spirit, Father, Mother God, we thank you deeply for the joy and upliftment of communication with the world of spirit. We thank you for the healing vibrations that have been sent around our church, and we pray that they will be vibrated and uplifted throughout the entire universe, sending out those rays, those beautiful blue rays of healing light, so that everyone may feel it, every animal, every part of nature may feel this healing vibration. And we ask that as we go out about our business, all of us, that we will be met with our guides, our angels, that will guard us and give us their insight, so that we may go about our lives in peace, and that we will be in the knowledge of eternal spirit, and that our teachings that we so prize our spiritualist beliefs on, that we can send them out to everywhere, sending that healing and that promise of eternal life that you portray. We ask that when we are able to meet again, that we have the love from our guides, our loved ones, to come to us and be able to communicate with us. Maybe in our dream state, wherever we are, whenever we are in need of their love and their healing, that they will always be there for us. And we ask this in your name, which is love. Amen.
Thank you very much, Dawn, and thank you all for being part of our physical congregation and for our wider community out there. No matter where you are in the world, if you're joining us today, then we're sending that link of love to you as part of our community. Until we all meet again soon, take care and God bless. So goodbye from me and goodbye from Ray.